What's up, my elite kings, my elite queens? Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back here today, guys. I got an awesome reading from this awesome book. I'm going to go ahead and show you. It's called 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class by Steve Siebold. Okay, guys. So I got this awesome reading. It's more like this book right here has different days. So every day you read a page and it numbers it. And today's, I have never done a video on YouTube, a recording on YouTube of this book. I do them on my Instagram, but today's reading that came out of this book, as you can see, it's numbered 149. You see? So each day there's a different number, right? But today's was very spiritual. And I was like, wow, this is perfect. I have to read this on YouTube. So I actually read it on my Instagram as well, on my Instagram story, and did my takeaway. But I have to read it to you guys. And usually I wouldn't read out of this book. I would usually read it out of the Bible, a Joseph Murphy book, or a Neville Goddard book. But this just stood out, and I think it's very imperative and very important that I read this to you, okay? So here we go, my people. It's called Champions Feed Their Vision and Starve Their Fear. All great philosophers seem to agree that human beings become what they think about. For this reason, the world class creates compelling visions written with great attention to detail and fueled by emotion. And they think about their vision all the time. The great ones seem to go through 4 stages of mental evolution after creating world-class vision. The first stage brings them increased mental clarity, which occurs as a result of putting their dreams on paper. The second stage is an intensified focus on the vision, which occurs as a result of the performer thinking about the vision morning, noon, and night. The third stage turns their intensified focus into a burning desire, which is often fueled by the frustration of seeing and believing the vision is reality on the mental plane, but not yet on the physical plane. Champions often develop incredible visualization and self-talk skills that convince the subconscious the vision they project on the movie screen of their mind is real, when at the same time the performer's conscious mind knows it's not. This creates what psychologists call cognitive dissonance, or two thoughts cognitions that are inconsistent. Since the human mind absorbs inconsistently, it drives the performer to take action and make the vision a reality. The success-driven behavior creates the final stage, which occurs when the vision turns into obsession. Most of the time, it's a healthy obsession, which means the performer is thinking, strategizing, and moving closer to her vision every day. When stage 4 kicks in, failure is no longer an option. The champion will do whatever it takes to manifest the vision. The great ones fuel their obsession by only thinking positive thoughts about their vision, and these thoughts create psychological, physiological, and spiritual energy. At this stage, they are no longer willing to entertain thoughts of fear and will shelter themselves from anything or anyone who approaches them speaking the language of scarcity. In essence, the great ones feed their vision and starve their fear. Action step. Just for today, decide that you will only think thoughts of love and abundance, especially as they relate to your vision. Refuse to entertain any thoughts of fear or scarcity and shelter yourself from anything or anyone that brings you negative energy. Now, my people, that was a great reading. I read that with passion. I read that with heart, because that's what it's about. You see, this is what all the religions and all the spiritual texts speak about. It's going within, seeing your vision in your mind, the kingdom of heaven, living there. You have your end desired state, your end goal, whatever you want to call it, where you desire to be, how you desire to look. As soon as you see it in your mind, it is done. Amen. It's done. You are living there. Do not look for that in the 3D. When you believe that you're already in that desired state, that desired end goal, it will show itself as a memory in the 3D illusion. Now, when you have seen and you're living in your desired state, your desired end goal, in the kingdom of heaven, which is the right side of your mind, the right side of your brain, casting it on the right side of the boat. When you see this and you're living as that, ask yourself, an example, if your end goal is a multimillionaire business entrepreneur, business owner, ask yourself, how does this multimillionaire entrepreneur, business owner act, speak, conversate, move? What habits does this multimillionaire entrepreneur have on a daily basis? What choices is this multimillionaire making on a daily basis? How does this multimillionaire act with others? And then ask yourself, is this who I am today? And if the answer is no, become that now. Really think about that. If you desire to be a multimillionaire, see it in your mind through your visualization. You are now there. You are now the multimillionaire. It's done. It is so. Now act as if. Act in the 3D illusion as if. Move, speak, talk, everything, conversate, your habits, your actions are aligned with that state. Be very delusional. Live in that state. Delusion is de-illusionized. That means you're away from the illusion of the 3D. Delusional, de-illusioned. You have separated yourself from the illusion which is in front of you. Right here, it has 4 levels of vision. Number 1, it says increase mental clarity. That means you see your vision. That's the excitement phase. You're living in your vision. Number 2 is intensified focus. That means you're thinking about it all the time. You're thinking about and you're seeing and you're living in that state of who you already are here. Number 3 is the burning desire fueled by frustration and vision, season of pain. This means that the ego is shedding. The ego is dying. The old visions that you've seen unconsciously, the old visualizations that you've seen unconsciously, the conversations, the self-talk, the way you've been speaking unconsciously is shedding away. This is a season of pain. Okay? It's ditching its last efforts to keep you in the old program. So it's throwing a lot of bullshit in your illusion so that you become enslaved and you go back to living that shit unconscious life. I am so sorry, my people. Put that on silent. I usually always have it on sleep mode, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so number 4, healthy obsession, knowing phase. Number 4, healthy obsession, knowing phase. I really like this one because this is when you know. This is when you made the decision. You said, I don't care what the ego is throwing in front of me. I don't care what the illusion, the old programming, the 3D is throwing at me. I know that I am living in the kingdom of heaven, my desired state. And that if that's a multi-millionaire business owner, that is who you are. This is the way the great philosophers and the champions, is 1% of people have lived on this plane. You know it. Healthy obsession, you know it. You are no longer enslaved by the 3D. You're no longer looking for validation from the illusion, what you see with your 2 eyes. This is in all the spiritual and religion texts. This is what they've been talking about. Now, when you start to live in that state, in the kingdom of heaven, which is your mind, and this book mentioned it, and it's something that I've mentioned before too. It says right here, the champion will do whatever it takes to manifest a vision. That means an unfoldment in the 3D. These thoughts create psychological, physiological, and spiritual energy. At this stage, they are no longer willing to entertain thoughts of fear and will shelter themselves from anything or anyone who approaches them speaking the language of scarcity. So 2 things. The 3D illusion will actually, because you've already seen it here, right? You're seeing it here. You're living here in that desired state, that end goal, multimillionaire business owner. Well, guess what? Now you are reflecting it out here. You will start to see opportunities. People will start to come up to you. Ideas will start to come up to you. And you will start taking action in this 3D illusion unconsciously, but consciously. And what you need to do to see it in your 3D illusion. Once again, you're not attached to it. but it will naturally happen. God, you will guide you in this 3D illusion on what you need to do, where you need to go, what course you need to take, what book you need to read. It will all be presented to you in your path in the illusion. Why? Because you saw it here first. You saw the end goal here. So by law, cause, effect, it is in the process of showing in your 3D illusion. Once again, you're not attached to it. So ideas, people, opportunities will be in the path of the illusion for you to take action so that it is shown in the 3D illusion. Okay. Also, you must always speak positive, because who are you? I just mentioned that just now. Who is this multimillionaire? Who is this multimillionaire? He's a positive individual. You do not become a multimillionaire if you're a negative. You're a positive individual. Speaking positive, acting positive. Now, I'm going to take some steps back right there. I'm going to take some step backs right there. Because I'm not going to be ignorant. Remember, everything that we say is our truth. So, I'm not going to be ignorant to this. If you say that you act negative and are still a multimillionaire, it will become your reality. Did I want to say that just now? Of course not. But that's the truth. The truth is your truth. If you say you're a negative individual and you still manifest millions of dollars, guess what? That will become your reality, my people. Now, the reality that I am manifesting, that I am unfolding, that I'm seeing is positivity. I choose to be positive, and I know that when I stay in a positive state all the time, I will unfold a positive life. Positive, positive. Now, I won't sit here and be ignorant, bro. I'm going to be real with you. If you say that you think negative and you still manifest positive in the outside, I can't take that away from you. I can't take that away from you. Because we are God. And there is evil people. Evil. Made up word. There is negative people on this earth that are very rich and very successful and very prosperous in this 3D illusion. So my people, it's your choice. Excuse me. I truly believe, and I am living that belief, that if you are positive all the time and you're not enslaved by the 3D and you don't react to the 3D with negativity, you will be aligned with consciousness, much more positivity. God is positive. But once again, there's no rules. The rules are your rules. The rules are your rules. I will keep speaking to you my experience. I will keep speaking to you what I read, what I study, what I learn. But in the end, you create your own rules, my people. But I will speak to you the rules that I've created and what's been unfolded and manifested in my truth, in my life, and this 3D illusion, and the kingdom of heaven. I will let you know what I am doing in the kingdom of my heaven and what's unfolding in the 3D illusion. I will remain positive and I will not react to the 3D. I laugh at the 3D. I laugh at the 3D because I know the 3D is just my old programming. It's just my mind. It's just coming from my mind. And if it's negative, if my 3D is negative, if what I see out here is not to my liking, I know that it came from here first. So I choose to disregard that illusion out here. I choose to not react to it because I will no longer create it here anymore. I say no. Someone cuts me off, I say no, I'm smiling. Someone flips me off, I say no, I'm smiling because I know that they flipped me off, they cut me off on the highway because I did it here first. And if I react to it negative, it's going to redo itself again. So I don't react to it because I no longer want to identify with it. I identify with the positivity always. And if I know that something out here positive happens in the 3D illusion, I know that I created here first, and then I say thank you because I created this. Because we are master manifestators. We manifest. We are God. You are God. Remember this. You are bold. You are courageous. You are strong. You are positive. Health, wealth, happiness, love. That is what the Spirit is. That is my truth. And that is what I unfold. I love you so much. Remember who you are. You are a creator. You are a selector. You are God, as I am as well. I love you. Vamos.